Hi guys, my name is Anbu Selvan. So today I'm going to show how you can actually install successfully the JDK8, Netbeans, Apache Tomee, and MySQL DBMS successfully. And the other thing is we need to do some configurations in order for them actually to work without any errors. Now let's look at here. We're going to get JDK8, and then we have Netbeans 8.2, Apache Tomee, and MySQL DBMS. So before you can actually install, make sure you get all these resources first. Right. So once you have installed JDK8, so we need to actually do some configuration here. We go to the PC, right click, and then we go to the properties. We need to set the environment variables and change settings, advanced. And when you click environment variables, you scroll down here, and under the path click edit, and you will see that this C program files Java JDK 1.80 slash bin, right, has been specified here. So we need to actually do this configuration for Java JDK. After doing this, we need to test whether the system actually can detect this JDK or not. All right, so we go to the command prompt, cmd, um, run as administrator, and we type in Java version. Yes, right. So the system is able to detect. So currently we're actually using this 172 JDK8, right? So after this, we move on to the next. I will explain how this, the way actually we can actually test this whether MySQL DBMS is working properly or not. So get MySQL DBMS at least 5.5 after installing this. Then if you want to check whether this is currently working properly or not, first we go to the control panel, and we go to the system, and we need to check the services. Right, we scroll down. After successful installation, you will get to see something like this, or MySQL 5.6 or MySQL, and then if it is not running, you can just click start. Right, so currently this MySQL is running. So how to test whether this is working properly or not? So again, we go to the before we go to the command prompt, let's go to the setting of the environment variables properties and change settings. We go to environment variables, we scroll down until you see the path. All right, and then you'll see this program files MySQL server 5.6 slash bin. So get it done this first. All right, so click OK. All right, now we go to the command prompt, run as administrator. And let's say you have installed MySQL. All right, got to provide a username. A username most of the time will be the root, and then the password, let's say you have set as MySQL. So let's test this, MySQL slash u root slash p, and the password is MySQL. So you get to see this. All right, MySQL command prompt. So when you reach here, then it shows that your MySQL works properly. All right, of course you can type in some commands here. I want to see like some databases. All right, show databases, and you'll get to see all these are current databases in MySQL. Right, so let's say you want to quit this, exit, and exit, done. Right, so that's how you test actually whether your MySQL is working properly or not. Now thereafter, actually you can actually install MySQL Workbench. All right, so when you install this MySQL Workbench, you don't actually have to use commands to extract some data or to view databases through SQL commands. All right, so after successful installation of MySQL Workbench, you'll get to see something like this: MySQL workbench. Type in. Right, type in MySQL, and this is something like a GUI which allows users to manage MySQL in an easier way. So you'll see all these are the databases that currently you have. You can data import or export. You can restore. You can actually view data when you go to the aviation. When you right click, select rows, you're able to view the records, right? So this is how MySQL Workbench works. Right, so this is done, MySQL. Next is about uh, Netbeans. All right, so Netbeans, we have Netbeans. Now before that, maybe we will actually get this thing working with Apache Tomee. Right, now once you have the Apache Tomee 1.7.5, this is the what do you call um, the the server. All right, you can actually get it from the website. Okay, so once you have this, I will copy this into any folder will do, right? But I prefer to store this the entire thing, Apache Tomee 175, okay, in this document. All right, document. We have all these are standard folders here. We have bin, configuration, and so forth, right? So I copy the entire thing, the folder, right, into this document. Okay. Now we need to do some configuration in order for this server, right, to be working. Again, we will actually go to the what do you call PC properties, environment variables. Okay, advanced environment variables. Now we need to set two system variables. The first one is Catalina home. Okay, see this Catalina home. Um, C underscore Catalina home, and then this is the directory, the location of Apache Tomee. So you don't put slash bin or just stop here, right? So 1.75. After doing this, next we need to create one more system variable, which is this Java underscore home, and then this actually defines the location of the JDK. All right, so don't put slash bin. All right, so click OK. So after doing this, then we go to the path and define this. Scroll down, you will see this. Okay, user the location of the Apache Tomee, and then put slash bin. All right, so that's all right. So we need to do three things for the Apache Tomee. First, create two system variables. One is the Catalina home and then Java home. After that, we go to the path and add this slash bin. That's it. Right, so done. Right, so we need to test whether your Apache Tomee is working or not. So how to do this? Again, we go to the command prompt, cmd, run as administrator, cd. So at first I need to point to the location of the Apache Tomee. Alright, so we go to the documents, and this is where the Apache Tomee is. Alright, so we just get the location. Okay, location. All right, so you get something like this bin. All right, so once you get this, you just use startup, start, T-A-R-T-U-P, startup. That's it, enter. So the server is starting. All right, so this is what you're supposed to see, right? So when you reach here, that it shows that is the server is working, right? So how to test whether um, the server is really working. So once we have started, but again we can actually go to the browser and type in localhost 8080. Now when you see this, then your server is really running, right? So localhost 8080, you're supposed to see this. This is the control point, right? You can actually control the server by um, clicking server status. All right, when you click this, you'll be asked for the password, Tomee. Okay, so when you go inside, you'll be able to see, right, the memory consumption, all right, for this server and other things. All right, so close this. So after that, you need to shut down. So you shut down. All right, so click that shut down. Done. All right, so finish. That's it. So that's how actually you run the server independently without using any IDE. So we got to really test this, all right, whether the server is running properly or not, all right, on its own. So Apache Tomee is done. Next, we will work with Netbeans. So install the Netbeans first. Okay, install the Netbeans. Okay, launching the Netbeans 8.2, and then for the first time, when you install the Netbeans and MySQL, okay, so you will not get to see this. Okay, you will see this is enable, right? But mine actually I have registered MySQL in Netbeans IDE, right? So first you got to register this, register, click this, and then you got to provide the username and password. That's it. All right, so that's how you register. So after registering, right, you might see this disconnected. Let's say this is to disconnect. Okay, disconnected, right? So you will see like running port MySQL service 3305, sorry, 3306, and you got to connect this. So this is connecting to the engine first, all right? So after that, you got to connect to the database. When you expand this, you get to see all these databases, right? So you need to actually choose one of them to work with, right? So right click connect. So when you click this connect, then you're connecting to the specific database, and then immediately, right, you'll get to see um, this kind of link appears. For example, when I click the link, if you look at here, after clicking this connect, then you're supposed to see this aviation appears, right? So this is the link that will appear, all right, after connecting to database. And when you expand this, okay, let's go here, connect. It's connecting. It takes a while to get connected. All right, so expand this, you'll get to see aviation here being highlighted, and then when I expand further, you'll see aviation trainer qualification and all this, right? So if you want to view data, right click view. So you're able to see, right, the records like what you saw in the MySQL workbench. So in other words, the good thing about Netbeans is you are able to view, right, the records, the columns and other information right from the Netbeans itself. So you don't actually have to go to the MySQL workbench and then to view all this, right? So you can actually get it done over here. You can actually type in here select statement, update whatever things, right, it will be reflected here. All right, so next this is done. So I'm going to show you the next how you're going to actually add the server Apache Tomee in Netbeans. All right, so let's go to the tools, servers. Okay, right, so you just have to click here. Mine, I have already configured this, I've added this Apache Tomee. All right, so let's say I'm removing this, remove server. So go to add, so I put it here Apache Tomee Click next. uh, Provide the location of the Apache Tomee. This is over here. Okay, and then you just type in here Tomee. Okay, done. That's it. So we get to see this Apache Tomee, right, has been added. So the next, okay, so click OK. Scroll down and you get to see here Apache Tomee, right? So I'm going to start this. All right, so the server is running. So when you expand this, you'll be able to see what are the applications that actually are being hosted by this server, right? Okay, next, when you configure this Apache Tomee, make sure you go to the tools, make sure you choose this no proxy. Okay, click OK. All right, so so that's the thing that I want to show to you all, how we can actually configure all this software so that they can actually work together, right? So without any errors. So JDK 8 first, and then we install MySQL. After that we get the Apache Tomee, and then followed by Netbeans, right? So so that's the end of my video. Hope you can actually install the software without any problems, and thank you. Bye.